Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Hey, I apologize for being a little slow getting back on. I've been involved in some fantastic research and writing, getting ready for my debate with Steve Gregg as well. Don't forget, I have a public formal debate with Steve Gregg, author of Four Views of Revelation, very, very popular radio talk show host, and that will be in Denver coming up in September. Lord willing, that debate won't get canceled. And so I want you to look forward to that. I promise to have just a few more comments about the situation with the debate that Sam Frost and I had scheduled. And, of course, as I announced, he has withdrawn from that, giving the public no justification or reason, simply saying that it was canceled. I won't comment very much more on that. Perhaps more details will come out from Sam on that in the future, so I will leave that up to him. I maintain that my position that it's a dishonorable thing to cancel a debate in the way that it was done, but again, that's all I have to say. What I would like to address at this point is the interesting things that are going on in the anti-preterist world. You know, I had a debate with Joel McDermott in July of 2012. After that debate was over, we wanted another debate for American Vision to sponsor. I mean, after all, a return debate would seem to be only right and fair. They refused. No, not interested in another debate. Secondly, and this is stunning, William Bell and I talked about this on our Two Guys in the Bible program last night. That's archived at www.fulfilledradio.com. You can go and listen to that. But the Reign of Christ website, established over 6 years ago to promote covenant eschatology, but of course, when Sam and Jason abandoned the truth of covenant eschatology, they then turned it into one of the most vicious websites to attack covenant eschatology that could be imagined. The level of the articles, of the anger, of the just caustic language that was to be found on that website was truly reprehensible. And now, in an absolutely stunning announcement, you have to go there to see it for yourself if it's still up, Jason Bradfield has announced they're shutting it down. No more discussion of covenant eschatology. Talk about stunning. So Sam was withdrawn from the debate, and now the Reign of Christ website is canceling all discussion of covenant eschatology, and according to reports that I received yesterday, all of the articles that have been posted on there attempting futilely to refute covenant eschatology are gone. Now, Jason made the comment, it was up last night during our program, don't know if it's still there this morning or not, but Jason makes the claim that after 2 years, they believe they've given sufficient demonstration that covenant eschatology is false. So now they're shutting that down, and they've removed all of those articles. Now I want you to think of the irony of this, folks. Calvinism itself has been debated for over 500 years and continues to be debated to this time. And I venture to say that Reign of Christ Ministries will be devoting article after article after article to discuss Calvinism and the Reformed view in this new revamped version of Reign of Christ website that's coming up. So 500 years of discussion of Calvinism, and it's still going to be discussed. But after 2 years of discussion of covenant eschatology, they've settled it all. Nothing else needs to be said. This is surely one of the most naive, and may I say, arrogant statements, comments, and views that a person could possibly take. You know, eschatology has been debated in the church for 2,000 years and continues to be. Among evangelicals, one of the hottest topics of discussion imaginable. And yet, Reign of Christ says they've settled it all in 2 years. You see what I mean? I would suggest to you folks that the withdrawal of all of those articles and the total abandonment of the field of controversy demonstrates something very, very powerful. Do they honestly believe that in 2 years they have settled the issue? What about all the new people that I hear from, just myself, every single day, who are coming to covenant eschatology, to a belief in the Lord's coming in AD 70? They don't want to rescue them? There is absolutely nothing about the comments and the position and the actions coming from the non-preterist, anti-preterist movement over the last little bit that can truly justify what they have been doing. A final word here. When Reign of Christ contained those articles, there were some of the most grossly unkind, unchristian, ungodly blog posts that one could possibly imagine. Now, I want to be fair here. Not all of the ugliness, not all of the caustic language, not all of the unchristian language and behavior came from the anti-Christian forces. There were some really ugly things said by preterists in response to the anti-preterist comments. I want to speak from my heart here to my preterist friends, my preterist brethren. I want to ask and I want to urge, when you are in the midst of controversy, follow Paul's mandate in 2 Timothy 2:24. The child of God must not strive, but be gentle toward all men. I understand that sometimes strong language is to be used in order to press our point. I don't believe that it's ever right to be just downright ugly. And furthermore, as was the case with the Reign of Christ ministry, in which some articles were posted by Paul Gates telling an outright, flat-out lie against me and about me. Even Jason Bradfield corrected it. Even Sam Frost corrected it and said what he wrote was false. And yet, stunningly, they refused to take down the articles that they admitted contained blatant falsehoods. I asked Sam to do something about it. He said, oh, we believe in open dialogue. Well, they obviously don't believe in open dialogue anymore, but he said, we believe in open dialogue. My response was and is, I believe in open dialogue. I do not believe in allowing blatant lies to be told, to remain on the website. That is reprehensible and it is inexcusable. My point here is that we as preterists need to engage in true Christian controversy. We need to be kind and gentle and patient as much as within us lies. We need to meet arguments with arguments about doctrine, not personalities, not hearts, not motives, not intents. Now, when it is demonstrable that someone perhaps has told a lie, when it's documented that there's a lie, that there's an untruth, that's fair game. But let's not question motives unless there is absolute positive proof that there is dishonesty involved. Let us manifest the Spirit of Christ in our Christian controversy. Let me close with this. I want to thank so many of you for all of the incredible number of private emails of encouragement concerning Sam's withdrawal from our debate. I tell you, I've just been overwhelmed with emails. not to mention all of the Facebook posts. So I want to express my appreciation for that. It's obvious that a lot of people wanted to see that. And I will say one more thing here. Dr. Ken Talbot had volunteered to host and to support Sam in our debate. Dr. Talbot had even offered to get a venue for the debate and to put this debate under his sponsorship as the head of his seminary and give it that credibility. Well, Sam Frost has withdrawn. So my challenge to Dr. Ken Talbot now is, Dr. Talbot, choose your champion to debate Don Preston on the resurrection of the dead. Is it past and fulfilled in AD 70, or will it occur at the end of the current Christian age? You volunteered to do this and to host, to sponsor, and to promote Sam Frost. He has withdrawn. Will you now step up and choose a champion to defend your futurist views? We will wait to see what will happen in this regard. Well, thanks for joining me for this morning's Morning Musings. It's about all I'll have to say on this issue, unless some pertinent, relevant, and important other issues spring up, unless Dr. Talbot wants to respond to it and bring forth a champion. We'll see what happens. Until then, send me your suggestions for my morning musings, Bible topics you'd like for me to cover. I've got a few in hand, but send me your suggestions. I appreciate it very much. We'll see you on the flip side.